What's good, y'all? I'm gonna just jump right into it, bro. Excuse me. I remember I was sitting here and I was just thinking about. I was watching a video about a police officer doing a shooting that killed somebody, and he was basically describing his PTSD, right? And I'm thinking to myself, like, what does this story have to do with me? And then I started to think, like, I started thinking about when I used to be in school. And it's crazy how I thought about this while I was listening to his story, because I'm like, how am I thinking about something and listening to what he was saying at the same time? Like, that's weird. But I started thinking about this, what I used to do as like coping, because I don't do it anymore because I started to realize like after the situation I'm about to explain to you happened, it started to shift how I started like looking at like how people viewed me. That I didn't really care how people viewed me. It was just I think it was just like how do I don't know. I don't know what it was, but I'm just explaining it, right? I remember it was in school. It was always in school because it stems from at home. But I can remember it was one time that there was always somebody that wants to come when I'm trying to explain my shit, bro. Like, this shit is annoying. Like, nobody was here for a whole hour, bro. Nobody was here for a whole hour.
Our temperature must have dropped at least 10 degrees, man.
It's crazy.
Cold out
Yeah, it's crazy.
there. Yes.
Hey, I just realized I made a mistake, so now I need you when you read that email to correct me. It wasn't 3 or 4 valves, it's 5 or 6 valves.
Okay.
So you
Hold on,
read
man.
the email and say, Karen, you might have made a mistake. It's 5 or 6 valves on monitoring.
Okay, got it.
Because I looked at like 5, 3 or 4, it's 5 or 6.
Okay, got it.
You better correct
It's
me.
just crazy. Like, that's crazy. Nobody came into this building for an hour, and it was longer than that because nobody came since 9:10. So, exactly. A whole 2 hours. Nobody stepped foot in this building. And as soon as I start talking about self-reflecting, bro, like, you see what I'm saying? Anyway, this situation changed my perspective on like why I stopped laughing at what people. All right, so basically, people used to make fun of me, right? And I feel like that my coping mechanism was I used to laugh because sometimes it used to be funny and sometimes it was just like it trying to hurt my feelings. So I would just laugh because other people were laughing. And then sometimes, all right, so that gets me to this point. I remember I was always around a group of females, and I always understood what that was, but to everybody else, it was just like how is this nigga around so many girls and then he don't got the best shoes, he don't got the best clothes, but he's just still like you feel what I'm saying? Because one thing about me, when I knew I didn't have, I made the best of what I made the best of what I had. Wow, that's crazy. But I knew that though. But see, when you know stuff and then you don't go off of instinct, you tend to have other people, you know what I'm saying? So I remember this one situation, we're in the lunchroom, or we were somewhere, and somebody said a joke, and then it's funny because I was the only person that laughed, and I laughed like that joke was like fucking Eddie Murphy joke or freaking Cat Williams joke or Kevin Hart joke, like you know what I'm saying? And then the girl, and it was this specific girl, I would never forget this. The girl looked at me and was just like, that's not funny. No, she was like, why are you laughing? That's not funny. And I kept laughing. But, and then, like, she looked at me and was just like, no, no, no. She was like, why are you laughing? That's not funny. And I just like kept laughing. I'm like what? But I'll never forget, she looked at me like, like after I kept laughing and then saying anything, I was just like, because what I'm going to do? And then the look that she gave me was like, she didn't say it, but it was kind of a look like, well, if you know it's not funny, and they're talking about you, like, and you're still laughing, like I don't get it. And then that kind of like damn, you know what I'm saying? Because now, and it's different now because I'm not around people that like, I mean, yeah, I'm not around people that make fun of me. It's just, I think that what that was like a introduction to like respect, because I didn't start thinking about that until after the fact, and I wasn't a girl. That wasn't a girl that I had a crush on or anything that made me change my perspective on why people viewed me a certain way. Because I don't really care. I still don't, to an extent. I care because I want to change. Like I care now because I want to change this like this narrative that is like, which is like, I'm gonna change my situation. Fuck the narrative. Fuck what people are gonna say, because people are gonna say what they're gonna say anyway. You feel what I'm saying? It's just that when I was around other people and like it was like I was always the butt of the joke, I got used to that. So instead of, and that's another thing, right? And that's what got me into just laughing, because when I used to live in Brooklyn and people used to make fun of me. Well, let's get this out the way. When I used to live in Brooklyn, nobody made fun of me because I used to punch everybody. I used to get into fights all the time because no, you're not gonna make fun of me. And then once they knew that they couldn't make fun of me, they made fun of my brother. And nobody's gonna make fun of my brother. You crazy? So I started beating up the whole school, and then I started getting suspended from a whole lot of schools. And I wasn't thinking like, yeah, I'm making a name for myself and this, that, and the third. Every school I go to, niggas know me from my past school because I beat up somebody that they knew and da-da-da, and then I got bit to beast because I beat up somebody's cousin, and then, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't thinking about that. I'm thinking about this shit now because this was never a thought in my brain until now, trying to change, like, and this is all stems from, like, me stop smoking, like, for real. And I'm not gonna lie, yesterday was my day off. I smoked yesterday after 2 weeks of not smoking. And do I have the urge to smoke now? Fuck no. Fuck no, bro. You don't even understand, like, when I was smoking yesterday or last night, and it was like, I went to go, like, it's like, it's weird. And the only reason why I'm sharing this is because I want to document, like I said, I've been documenting my whole entire process just so I don't, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been saying things that I want to, anyway. I was off yesterday, went to the casino, I got paid yesterday. Mind you, I got paid $600 plus whatever. I went to the casino chasing 12,000, and I walked away with $84 left out of $600. Keep that in mind, bro. Out of $600 that I got paid that same day, I went to the casino to chase 12,000 because I'm like, I'm gonna just put out 100, and then whatever I make off the 100, I'm gonna up losing 100. And I'm like, oh, I got another 100. Let me go get another 100. Lost 100, and I'm like, what am I doing? Like, nah, I'm lying. I'm not saying what I'm doing. I'm like, fuck, another 100, until I got to my last 100, and then I didn't even peep what I was doing on ATM, but I wound up putting in a cash advance. So instead of they giving you the $100 that's out of your account, they give you like a little slip, and then you gotta go to the thing. Mind you, I didn't have my ID on me. Like, this is why everything happens for a reason. So I go to the thing, and the lady's like, let me get your ID. And I'm like, I got my ID, but I don't have my physical driver's license. I have the unexpired shit. And it was so crazy is because my ID is not even, it's not in my pocket. Like, so I don't know where it's at, to be honest. But I was just like, I gave her one of my like Workforce One IDs. She was like, oh, we can't take that. And then in my brain, I'm like, bro, it's my face on it. You should. And I started to get mad. I'm like, all of this to chase 12,000. Mind you, I'm not thinking about this then. I'm thinking about this right now. And that was my last $100 that was in my account. Mind you, they said, yo, so if you don't pick it up the $100 today, it's gonna get refunded back to your account in 2 hours. And mind you, I didn't have nothing in my account. So I'm looking at my account like 2 hours later, still no bread. I'm like, oh my God, I spent the last $100. I can't believe I just, you know, I leave the casino with this low $84.16. And I'm thinking like, damn, yeah, I'm up. I won because what I was chasing was a bonus on I forgot the name of the thing. Listen, I don't want to say it because I don't want to get people starting to gambling and stuff like that. I just wanted to tell you from my experience. How you doing? Tell you from my experience. You feel what I'm saying? It's a Buffalo game. Now, what I do want to say is I do not want people gambling. I don't want people being like, oh, the reason why I started gambling is because of you, and this, that, and third. Even though I posted and trying to chase, you know what I'm saying? Because I watch somebody that every time they go to this casino, obviously they lose, but they win more than they lose. And my dumb ass, knowing that they are not playing with their money, they're playing with either the money that they've already won after losing so much, or they're going like off of money that is not there. So basically, so let's say if they have a YouTube channel, Facebook, whatever, they're taking that money. Let's say if it's like 500, 1,000, and then they're turning it into what they know. My thing is like, fuck that. I have the casino because I don't want this to be about the casino. But this is all because I went to the casino. So I leave the casino and I'm like, damn, I'm down mad, Brad. I'm down 500. I'm down 500 because I got the $100 back. I checked this morning. I'm down $500. No, I'm down $550 or $60. I'm down $550 or $60 because the ATM was taking up $10, and that was $10, $20, $30, $40, $50, and then plus, yeah. So I'm like, yeah, like $550, $560, and I'm like, immediately, like, so I'm like, damn, I'm down. I'm not thinking about anything else. The first thing I thought about was like, damn, I haven't smoked in 2 weeks, and I'm right by where I used to smoke. Let me just take the bus all the way down and then walk. And it makes me, I'm on my phone. I'm not really paying attention because I want the ride to go faster. I'm on the bus and I'm like, wow, this is taking forever. Have a good night. I'm like, wow, this is taking forever. Because I keep looking up and I'm like, damn. Usually when I'm on like the bus, it's like that. And it's because I'm inebriated the whole entire time. And I'm not, time is not like like, what I've realized now is I have way more time on my hands because when I used to smoke, right, everything used to go by quick. Like last night, I fell asleep extremely fast. And I was just like, this is weird because the last 2 weeks have been having to fight myself to go back to sleep. You feel me? Like, it's weird. Like, so I'm on the bus, I get off the bus, and now I'm walking. And I'm like, why does this feel like I've been walking for, like, I'm thinking, I'm not saying this out loud, but I'm like, damn, I'm still walking. And I used to do this faithfully every it used to be every 2 days. It used to be, bro, it was almost every other day. And I'm like, I used to go through weed like that, bro. Yes, bro. And I don't even want to start thinking about the amount of money I was spending because if I'm spending, I just paid $50 for the, like, you know what I'm saying? For 29, the THC to be 29%. And I don't even, and it's crazy because I'm thinking like, yeah, bro, all this, and like, my point is like, I get the weed, and I'm like, the first thing I'm gonna do is like, I'm not smoking grappa because of the stories of like fentanyl and stuff like that. So I'm like, let me get the leaf. I get the thing. So I'm like, maybe because, and I'm like, it's a little bit better because I got the leaf, but the shit is a grappa leaf. Like, I had this shit in my pocket, but then when you go back in the shop, they check you, so I don't want them, you know what I'm saying? But yesterday, I was like, when I rolled up, I was just like, yo, what the fuck? Like, when I rolled up, and I rolled up on a bus going back to the crib, and I didn't have no lighter, so obviously I couldn't smoke on the bus, and I wouldn't have smoked on the bus anyway. But it was just like when I finished rolling up, and I had, you know, when you roll up, you gotta lick the, you know what I'm saying? And I tasted the weed on my mouth, and I'm like, ew, this is what this shit tastes like. Even though, like, you know the weed to the, but I'm like, why do I taste this shit? Like, no, why do I taste? Obviously, because but I'm like, I've never tasted the weed. Like, when I'm rolling, I've never done that. Like, that's why I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then I tasted it from where I got on the bus to where I got off the bus, and I got off the bus at Jamaica Avenue. So I'm like, what the fuck? I get off the bus. I'm not thinking about it. I'm like, it's weird. And I did think about it, because I'm like, why the fuck do I taste this shit? I'm not thinking about it. I get off the bus, I go buy a $1 lighter. Right in front of, like, so I get off, buy the lighter, I spark up. Immediately, bro, I like the blunt, I'm like, this is weird. Because I haven't did it in a minute. And then I've been smoking for 10 years, so I've never took a break unless I had to. And that break was like, obviously, because I was sick or whatnot. I haven't been sick since the beginning of 2 weeks ago. When I first stopped. So I'm thinking last night, I'm like, this is about to be a bruise. I've been smoking for mad long, bro. Nothing, my nigga, the first, I'm lying, let me not even this. The second, because the first to second pull was like death. Like, it felt like, I'm like, that my first time ever smoking. I was like, like, I was really like, what the fuck? Like, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, bro, I can't breathe. I'm like, and I'm in front of the train station, Jamaica Avenue, the E train, the J train. I'm like, bro, I cannot breathe. Like, but I'm like, I still had this blunt. I still just bought this. Like, throw it away? This is last night, bro. I'm like, I'm not throwing this shit away. But then I'm like, damn, how the fuck am I gonna get this through? I'm not thinking, like, bro, I'm thinking about this, but I'm not thinking, bro, because I'm like, all I'm thinking about is like, and there's another thing, bro. I ate a Chipotle bowl. Mind you, I haven't had Chipotle since let me not lie. I haven't, that I can remember. I haven't had Chipotle since I feel like the time that I recorded it, which was, I think it's the time that I posted on here. I think that was, what, a year, 2 years ago? Like, I haven't had Chipotle since then. When I ate Chipotle last, bro, oh my, like, at first it was just like, rice, but I didn't get the usual brown rice. I got white rice, I got chicken, I got beans, I got the guac, cheese, and a little bit of lettuce. Not whipped cream, what the fuck? Whipped cream. Sour cream. When I tell you, like, I don't even want to say what happened inside of the Chipotle, but I didn't even sit in Chipotle. I went next door to the freaking Panda and sat there and ate. That was like weird because when I don't even fucking know, but I remember sitting down and I'm like, oh yeah, this is good. Like, I feel like a hardworking person. Like, I bought my food, I'm sitting down. I didn't even have to pay for my drink because the girl, and that don't matter, but I didn't have to pay for my drink. I'm drinking, I'm eating. Like, damn, this is fire. Like, I worked, I paid for my food, I'm about to eat it, and then I'm about to go. I'm like, damn, this, like, low key, this felt good. And then I started eating my Chipotle, and I'm like, what the fuck? But I'm ignoring it because I'm like, I don't want to say I'm hungry, bro, because I'm not hungry. Right now, today, I'm not hungry because now my stomach been hurting all fucking day. And I know why it's hurting because I know it's from that Chipotle. I promise you. My stomach has never did anything like this, and it always does this when I'm eating something I'm not supposed to be eating or do something I'm not supposed to be doing. And that's the only reason why I'm making this video, bro. Only reason why I'm making this video. So future me knows. Stop doing the bullshit, bro. Stop doing the bullshit, bro, because you're getting me mad, bro. Like, if you stop smoking, stop fucking smoking, bro. For real. Stop. That shit does nothing for you, gang. Like, what? Like you was doing really good, bro. Like you was really doing good, and then you fucked up, bro, bad. Like I would have never, like, bro, what? And I'm not saying I'm relapsing because I'm not smoking that shit ever. Not saying ever again, but I'm not smoking no time soon. Like I still feel like not high, but like, cause I could still do this. Like before I could not do this, it used to hurt, bro. And I got scared because I thought like when I was getting high, I kept doing this to make sure that I could still do this and inhaling deeply to make sure like I could still breathe. Like, and I was getting like, yo, that's the, oh my fucking God, bro. That's what I missed. I ordered my food from Chipotle, right? I felt good. Before I walked into Panda Express to sit down and eat my food, I'm like, yo, this is what I'm gonna do. I was just like, yo, bro, can you watch my food for me? He's like, you going too far? I'm like, nah, bro, I'm going right there. I didn't tell him I was gonna go smoke, but obviously you could see the windows open and shit like this. I'm like, nah, I'm not going on. He was like, you sure you're not going far, bro? I'm like, I'm right there. I fold my food up. I go outside. Dude, my phone's on the charger and I don't wanna, you know what I'm saying? It's on 80. Okay. I put my phone. I put my food, I rolled my food up in the bag, and then I go, I'm gonna be right back. I take the blunt, the half smoking blunt that I had, because mind you, I told you I was smoking while walking, but that shit was killing my lungs. So I stopped, and I got my food. Yo, why? And I don't know why I felt like I haven't smoked in like 30 days, bro. After those, all right, so to keep it real, I'm gonna give it like how many pulls I took before I put the blunt down. I took 1 pull inside of there, 2 pulls right there, and I started coughing crazy. I stopped. So 2 pulls. I got from, if you know where Jamaica Avenue is, the Jamaica Multiplex, you know the movie theaters. That movie theater, I was on the corner by the train station. As soon as I got to the next corner, which was the McDonald's, like, I was smacked. Like, hold on.
It's so cold.
Yeah, freezing.
Oh my God.
You too.
Thank you so much.
No problem. I get to the end of the block of McDonald's, and I'm like, yo, why do I feel like this, right? Bro, I turn the corner. Well, this is how I'm feeling, right? So I get inside of the Chipotle to order my food. No line. I get there, I'm like, yo, let me get a bowl. I organize my stuff. I get my drink. The lady asked me, I think the lady, yeah. No. This is over there. Oh my goodness. So this didn't happen in Chipotle. So fast forward, my fault, y'all. Fast forward. I get to, I'm done eating Chipotle, I'm done, so I'm walking back to the shelter, right? I'm like, I'm still hungry. I walk to McDonald's to get a medium fry. I walk inside of the drink, and then the lady asks me, because I have my security stuff on. So she goes and asks me like, oh, like what security, like where do you work security? Bro, it took me 5 minutes to answer that question. I'm like, I had the 55 Water Street in my brain. Bro, I'm not in my, like, I can't say it though. I'm like, I work, and then my dumb ass go, my fault, I'm smacked. And before I said that, I was gonna be like, damn, let me get like a small job so it could be right here. That was dead. I'm like, why the fuck did I say that? I wasn't even trying to say that. I was trying to say 55 Water Street. But I said, my bad, I'm smacked. And then I go, Manhattan, Lower East Manhattan. The lady looking at me like, okay. Like, what the fuck? And I'm like, what the fuck? So then I'm taking my food and I don't even sit down because I'm so embarrassed because I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, what am I doing? I was doing good. Like, Like that shit, like that's why I don't want to. Like that shit aggravated me. Like a simple conversation like that made me like, cause before, like when I'm at work right here, like you know, it's just like, oh, how you doing? Da, 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 woo, woo. But today I wasn't in it because my stomach was fucking bugging. Like when I was first getting sick, bro, I did not want to. Like I don't understand how I got through that. It was God, no cap, because I prayed every single day. Because I'm like, God, this is the only job. Like I came, and then another thing when I was smoking, I was just like, I do not want to make this a habit to where, because every single job that I have, I've always started smoking it, and that's when I started getting lazy, and then you know what I'm saying. They're like, nah, I'm gonna always keep this. But like this job, I was just like, nah, I got to. And then when I smoked yesterday, I got so scared, like, oh my God, I'm reverting back to. And then what got me even more scared is because I'm just like, yo, I stopped smoking for almost 3 weeks. Like today's Friday. So if I didn't smoke for another Saturday, Sunday, Monday, that would have been 3 weeks. And I'm like, damn. Then I gotta start all over again. Zero. I didn't think about that until literally just now. Swear to God. But I'm like, fuck. That on top of last night, I thought like I was gonna relapse. Like, oh, this feeling was gonna feel so good. I'm so glad that I had that experience because like I do not want to smoke again. Like, and it's crazy because I said that I'm like, damn, bro, I feel like this, and then I wanted to talk about smoking when I get to like the next level, and it's just like I don't want to feel how I feel here back there, and then like it was just weird, bro. Like that whole like. So like if somebody come, like the only thing I would be mad about if they find it or whatnot is just like, damn, I feel wanted to like sell it and get the money for it and then use that money like, because I definitely went to the casino that day and I lost definitely 500, 550, 560. So like I know I'm not gonna get no 550 from two A's, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, word, niggas know what I'm saying. But like that experience just like fucked me up. I ain't gonna lie. It didn't fuck me up, but it was like all right. So what made me bring up this whole thing is because like it's like okay, I've been doing a lot, and I've been doing self-reflection since fucking my whole life, but openly, and like it's just like damn, bro. Like one, I told myself like yo, you're fucking up. One, that you're fucking up. Two, you've been doing good. And another thing that didn't hit my brain until I got back to the shelter was like, damn, I'm down 550. I was supposed to go and put all of that bread into my business, and I did not do none of that. Two, I was supposed to go to Brooklyn and get something that I didn't, and I was supposed to, and that was my day off, and I didn't do that. Two things that I said I was gonna do, and I didn't do, and I wound up doing two, like, bro, what? That cost me money instead of making me money. I said I will never do that shit ever again. And I'm like, I sat there and I was just like, when I was going to McDonald's, I'm like, I'm not hungry. But I said, because I didn't want it. And I went there and I sat there and I sat there in front of the fucking shelter and ate those medium fries with no salt. And I felt horrible. And then I was scared to go inside of to the shelter because I didn't want them to find what I wanted them to find. Even though it was like, I don't want to say God because I don't want to say God helped me, but he definitely did because I feel like if the guy that didn't come downstairs came downstairs, she would have found what she would have found because somebody was trying to bring cigarettes inside, and then she was just like, if I check you again, you know. So I was like, yo, that's crazy. And then it was just too much of a close call the whole day. Like, I'm gonna be honest, the whole day I felt like I was gonna fuck up. And that's why it's crazy to even talk like this, but this is why I want to work 7 days a week, and I need to be busy all day because I can't even trust myself to be outside and not do no dumb shit. And then it's like, I can now because now I know after just spending the whole day. It's crazy because I thought about this literally when I got to work. I'm like, bro, I spent all week, last week, working to me now getting paid this week. And literally, the whole time that I'm sitting here right here, I literally wasted that at the casino. And like my whole paycheck went to the casino on my day off. And I spent money on Chipotle and McDonald's. Stupid. I haven't eaten fast food. Let me not even lie. But yeah, I haven't eaten fast food since that video I posted because McDonald's like it was like, but I'm like it's just fries. I'm lying. The day before that. The day before I had that, I had because I don't want to say a lot of you like I've been doing excellent, but I had a Wendy's spicy nugget for, and that was the start of like what the fuck am I doing? Because those 4 spicy nuggets, mind you, they wasn't even spicy. 2, they was hard as fuck, and then the fries was like nasty as hell. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I'm like, bro, what is going on? Like, chicken nuggets used to be fire from this shit. Like, I used to want to eat like 10, 15 nuggets, my nigga. I was struggling eating them 4. I'm like, I don't know what. And then that's another thing. I used to eat like a fucking horse. Like, you know, bro, I used to eat like a fat ass. Like, I used to eat like, bro, I'm talking like, I used to eat, bro, like, give you a rough estimate of how I used to eat. I used to eat like, let's say if I would have got a Chipotle bowl, I could have ate 2 of them shits. And a drink. The biggest drink that they have. So I could drink the whole drink, eat the Chipotle bowl, get another Chipotle bowl, eat that whole thing, and another whole drink. Like, that's how much of a fat ass I was, right? So we're now, like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I forced myself to eat that entire Chipotle bowl. And the only reason why I did that is because I knew I couldn't bring it inside of the shelter. Because you can't bring food inside of the shelter, which is fucking crazy. But it is what it is. You know, but you can't bring fruit, which is crazy because they give you fruit. You can't bring water. Like what? Juice? Are you fucking stupid? But anyway, so I forced myself to eat that, which is probably why my stomach is the way it is. And it's not even that. Well, that's one of the problems, but I feel like because it wasn't really like, I was supposed to eat that. And I forced myself to eat it, even though, like, the first, and I'm not even gonna catch you, bro. I'm like, I used to be a fat ass. Literally 3 bites in, I'm like, how am I full? I spent almost damn near $20 on this shit, bro. How the fuck am I full already? And it's not like, and it was already 10 o'clock. Curfew is over at like 2. I'm not on the block, but it's just like, am I gonna wrap this up, go over there, sit down and wait for, bro, once I stop eating, it's over. It is over. This shit is gonna go in the garbage. I'm like, bro, I just burped and then, fuck, I'm eating. And then walking back, I'm like, how the fuck am I hungry? That's probably why I didn't throw up, but I felt like I was gonna throw up earlier today. But all of this from going to the casino, because I was great, like, in the morning, and then I'm just like, damn, I need 10,000. Get to the casino. I made 100. I should have left after I made my 100. Because then I'm like, well, the person I watch does more than just this. So after I made my bread, actually I made the 100, lost it, and then that's when I grabbed the other 100, and then I lost the 40, and then I'm like, whoa, that's damn near 200. Let me get up, and I went somewhere else. I made $78, $84, 71 or $70, 71 something dollars profit in blackjack. I got it from there. I lost everything there, and then I'm going, no, I cannot leave broke. Like, down. Now I'm down 2. I took out another 3, and then I go over the slots. Fucking idiot, bro. And then after that, I'm like, damn, I feel great. Maybe I need to smoke. But I'm like, how do I feel great if I need to smoke if I was doing good? And then it's just like, I fast forward back to the crib. I get to the crib, niggas pat me down, I go back into the urine. And then I'm just like, you know what I felt? I felt like when I first started, like, I felt that when I started smoking yesterday, when I smoked yesterday, I felt like how I felt when I first started smoking. Like, I was scared to like, because the shelter's like, some like, supposed to be like jail or whatnot. But you get patted down and all this other dumb shit. But I was like scared to go in because at first I'm like, I don't want them to know that I smoked, one, and then two, I don't want them to think that I have it on me when I did. And then I'm like, cause I'm talking about like my eyes like this, I'm smacked. And then I know I smell like weed, but I don't want them to know I smell like weed. I walk in, the first thing that this lady says to me is, "You can't bring that inside." I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about? You knew I just smoked?" And I'm literally like, so I move over to the side because I'm like, I know this lady's not talking to me. She say that shit again, but she's looking at the nigga next to me. At first, I'm thinking she's looking at me because I'm getting checked. She's like, "You know you can't bring that in here, right?" She's like, "Oh, not you, him. He tried to bring cigarettes in here." And I'm like, so she's wanting me down. She gets in my pockets where I have them, and she goes, "Zoo, zoo. You have something in there?" I'm like, oh, fuck. I reach in my pocket. I'm like, please be some change. I swear to you, I had like a couple quarters in that shit. And I'm like, oh my God, thank you. As soon as I put that shit on the counter, the nigga comes downstairs. "Oh, you check him?" "Oh, no, he good." But mind you, they still have to, you know what I'm saying? So she do this the little wand, but it's like, it's this little bullshit ass wand. It's not bullshit, because she checked me the first time, but it's just the back, it's nothing like when you turn around, it's nothing really, because I don't got no pockets in the back, so it's just like, all right, you good. But when I'm telling you, my heart was racing, because I didn't want them to know I smoked, but I knew I smelled like weed, and I knew I had everything on me, and I'm just like, what if niggas just like, boo? Because you can't bring shit like that in there, obviously, but it's just like, so when I got upstairs, and I was in the room, and I sat down, I'm like, damn, because my roommate smokes. I get tight every time that nigga goes in the bathroom and smokes, because it's like, damn, I don't want to smell that, and I don't want to get secondhand high. But yesterday, after I was sitting on a bed and I was like watching Stranger Things while like smacked, I'm like, fuck, and that shit lasted all fucking night. Like I went to sleep high, and then that's when like my stomach started doing weird shit. Cause like I had to use the bathroom this morning, like at like fucking. This is another thing. Ever since I stopped smoking, I always wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning. No. 6 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, and then 8, 9, 10, 11, or between 10 and 11, and then if I don't catch the 12, then I wake up at 1, and I'll be like, damn, I want to get this hour in because I have to go to work, right? So yesterday I woke up. Well, this morning I woke up at like fucking 6 in the morning. I'm like, why the fuck am I up at 6 in the morning? I went to sleep literally at like 4. I woke up at 6. I'm like, what the fuck? I woke up at 6, but my stomach was on fucking 10,000. I'm like, oh nah, I'm going back to sleep. So knowing my stomach was hurting, I'm turning back and forth trying to prevent my stomach from. I shouldn't have did no dumb shit like that. I woke up. Luckily, and this is why I pay attention to the signs, because I woke up, none of my roommates was in my room. Perfect time to take. I mean, I took a shit for 20 minutes. It was nothing but water. That's how I knew the food I was eating wasn't what I was supposed to be eating. No shit came out. It was nothing but straight water, bro. I'm like, today's about to be like, you feel me? I'm like, fuck. I'm about to say, this nigga's leaving and shit? Yeah, niggas is dead leaving and shit. I'm not supposed to leave until like 12, but like, I think people that I in like building 1 and 2 and 3 can leave at like 11:30, 11:40, but like, I'm gonna leave in like 3 minutes, 11:40. That's how I started this vlog, because I wanted this to be like, I wanted this to go by faster. But I was super terrified. That shit was like insane. And then waking up at these times because of the other shelter, and when I was in Atlantic, bro, like that shit was crazy. You had like, first of all, I'm in a room with like 20 other niggas, bro. And if you, the way I like to sleep is like heat, like hot, like, oh well, I was used to being hot. Like, I don't like the cold, but then like I had to get used to it because like when you're in a room with homeless people, my nigga, and I'm talking about homeless people that where you get on a bus and you're like, what the fuck? Or you get on a train, like, what the fuck? And you can't breathe and that shit is in your fucking mouth, my nigga. You have to sleep with the window open. And I'm talking about snowing outside, the window is open, and everybody's in that shit freezing, but we know if we close that window, we're gonna be suffocating. And then they give you this thin ass blanket. I'm like, oh no, Atlantic, they give you the brown shit with the white shit. And it's like you have to like fucking tortilla shit. That shit like, and then, but at the Atlantic shit is where it's like jail because you have to wake up at 6 o'clock for breakfast and they on a loudspeaker with that shit. Breakfast time 6 o'clock and it's breakfast is from 6 to 7:30, and then from 7:30 to 8 o'clock is like 8 o'clock is you have to get up and out of the dorms because they're cleaning the dorms from 8 o'clock in the morning to 5. And they're not cleaning the shit because and if they do, they're taking their sweet ass time. But they're literally cleaning. You just can't be in the dorms from 5 to 8 o'clock in the morning until 5 o'clock. So you do whatever you're doing is down, which is everybody's, which is on the third floor in the auditorium or sleeping on the floor until 5 o'clock. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck is this, bro? Like, but yeah, like that's what it was. And then we get back in the dorms, and it's just the same thing every single day. So I've been conditioned to being up at fucking, and then what they do is called fucking wellness checks now. Like now I'm not in Atlanta, I'm at the permanent shelter until I get housing, right? They do these wellness checks, but now it's wellness checks every fucking day, bro. Like they come and get you at 8 o'clock in the morning. Do you have garbage? No, I don't have no fucking garbage. And then they come back at what? Was it at 6? No, that's 8. They come back at like whatever time and be like, well, we gotta clean the dorms. Nigga, nobody, I'm not, we gotta clean the room. No, clean the shit when I'm out, bro. Like, I'm like, bro, what the fuck? And then I remember, was it yesterday or the day? I think it was yesterday. No, because was my stomach hurting this morning? It had to be yesterday. It had to be this morning or yesterday. I think it was yesterday though, because I was sleeping and then they go, oh, wellness check. We have to check the dorm. My nigga, they're like, oh, can you open your locker? My nigga, I'm sleeping. They're like, can you open your locker? No, I'm not opening my fucking locker. Are you crazy? Like, what is wrong with y'all niggas, bro? Like, you talking about, yo, we gotta check the lockers. We gotta check your... For what? We just did wellness check. It's supposed to be every 2 weeks. We just did that shit yesterday. Why y'all niggas coming in our room every day for that shit, bro? Like, what the fuck, my nigga? Like, and then, yo, bro, and then it's like, the security guards, the female security guards that be down there, yo, bro, like, it's like, what the fuck are y'all niggas working here for if y'all niggas don't want to be here, bro? And then y'all not even taking into consideration that the niggas that's in this shit don't want to be in this shit. And you don't know what nigga stories is. And then you want to have an attitude or for your boyfriend cheating on you or nobody wants to fuck you or whatever the fuck you got going on. Do not bring that shit here, my nigga. Don't bring that shit here, bro. Like, cause this, I swear to God, this girl with, like, bro, oh my God, bro, like, bro. Like, that's another, I don't want to be like, she's the reason why I started smoking back, but, bro, because I'm not blaming nothing on nobody, I'm blaming myself. But that girl, bro, like, I don't understand why I didn't start smoking because of her, because that girl is like, and that's when I realized, like, damn, bro, and that's another thing that's another thing I realized, like, everywhere you go, or everywhere I go, there's always somebody that's trying to, like, it's like you always have that one person. Like, when I was at my sister's house, it was their dad. I was living where I was living, it was my aunt. And then when I started living where I'm at, it was my other aunt. It was collective of everybody, but it was mainly her. And then it's just like, but why every time I go somewhere, somebody is trying to, like, and I'm chilling, like, I'm talking about, bro, it's so crazy because when I was living with my aunt and it was just me and her, the shit didn't start getting crazy until I said I wanted to focus on myself. And I said I wanted to save to get myself an apartment and get the fuck up out of here. I swear to God, bro. Because then that's when that's when the gifts start. Like, that's when you start talking shit about to me to the family members. Now it's like, oh no, you don't get no Christmas gifts, you don't get shit. And this is when I was fucking 16, bro. 16. I would never, like, bro, never forget. So when shit started, I'm like, oh, this is because I want to save, my nigga? And it's crazy because my aunt is, and this is why I don't fuck with her now. It's because when I told you, you know what I'm saying, like, oh, when I give niggas advice and shit like that, and then you start thinking like, damn, why niggas acting the way they acted? Then you start self-reflecting like, damn, it was manipulation on top of this and that and that and that. How do you get mad at somebody that wants to save for themselves? And then you go, well, what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to save. I'm like, how are you guilt tripping me for wanting to save? And when I start talking like what the fuck did you do your whole entire, how old are you, 40? What did you do your 40 years of living? And then you want to start going, oh, I took care of this person, I took care of that person. Okay, before that, what were you doing with your life? You didn't have no kids, you didn't have nothing. What were you doing with your life? Silence. You know? Because people waste time. And then when you start getting to the root of the problem and people start understanding that they were wasting their fucking time, now they want to be like, oh, I want to control you because I want to tell you what to do because I had nothing to do with my life. And people, quote unquote, controlled my life and told me, no, you allowed that. And I was subject to allowing people to, and I was just like, bro. And it's so crazy because what they do is they tell you, oh, you don't want to be like your dad. I don't want you to be like me. Don't be like nobody. I want you to be better than us. I want you to be better than us. Don't be like this person. Don't be like that person. I want you, no. And it was never don't be like me because it was never don't be like me. It's always don't be like your dad. So I'm like, so y'all are better than my dad? No, none of y'all are better than nobody. Nobody's better than nobody. But y'all trying to make it seem like y'all better than my dad because all y'all have jobs. But y'all are still unhappy. Y'all still struggling. Y'all are still, and y'all had jobs for years. And you're gonna say, oh, it's because of the bills and this, that, and third. Bro, you just told me from 2012 that you've been putting $50 on a bill. That's why we're in the situation we're in now, because you wanna fucking go out like when you start putting the pieces, the puzzles together, when people have conversations with you, you start to realize niggas are fucking idiots. And then they want to blame shit on other people, so the responsibility and accountability doesn't fall on them. And I'm like, why am I paying bills at 12 years old when I'm supposed to be helping my mom? And it's because, oh, when you live here with somebody and take my nigga, I'm 12. When am I supposed to be a kid? And I'm like, I'm helping my mom with what my mom needs because I know what me and my mom had, and you feel what I'm saying? And I'm giving my mom the $50, giving my mom $100. And then you realize that because you want to know everything, and this is where I get the manipulation. Well, if you're living in somebody's house, then you can't live without not talking to them. No, you want to know everything that I'm doing, manipulation, because you want to ask me, oh, well, how are you working and da-da-da, this, that, and the third. So I'm like, oh, well, I'm helping my mama. Whoa, if you help me your mama, then you can help me too. What? And then back then, like, that's why I started looking at niggas different, like, what? That don't make no sense. And I always used to say shit like that. That shit used to get me hit. Like, what? When I used to tell niggas, like, bro, that don't even make any sense. And this is before I started smoking. Niggas used to get mad and start hitting me, bro. And then I'm every time I got hit, I started thinking to myself, like, why the fuck am I getting hit when these niggas don't make no sense? And then you start realizing, like, and they be like, oh, you can't get over on niggas. Like, and then you start, like, bro, it's so much shit, bro. It's like, it's just like, bro. And then, and, you know, when you don't smoke, bro, I think about, and this is before, I used to think about everything. And then when I started smoking, I still think about everything. But I used to overthink shit. But now it's like, I don't overthink, nigga. I think. And I go, damn, if I would have just, you know, was firm on like what I was saying before and stood on what I was standing on and didn't want to, because I feel like what got me into this trap is believing that I had to, or belonging, like thinking that I had niggas to help me. Like niggas, oh, you can always ask for help. We can always ask for help. That's what fucked me up and put me in this thing. Because I was doing everything on my own. Because I knew how the family was. But I wanted to get niggas that, oh, da. Like perfect example, my grandfather called me, what was it, 2 days ago? How you doing? He called me 2 days ago and he gonna go, oh, how you doing? No. He's been calling me for the past 2 weeks because I hung up on him because he asked me. No, because I asked him. I didn't have no EBT. I didn't have no nothing. I had no money for nothing. And my stomach was hurting for the past 5 days. I called this nigga, and this nigga tells me, I go, grandfather, I need help with food. I'm hungry. I have not eaten in a week. This nigga goes and tells me that's on you. I go, what the fuck did you just say? I look, what the fuck did you just say? I don't understand why you thinking I got money and this, that, and that. Immediately was good. Immediately hung up on her. And before I hung up on him, I was like, so what the fuck are you asking me to call you for and asking you for help if you're not gonna fucking help? And you've been doing this shit ever since, you know what I'm saying? So when he called me the other day, he's like, oh, what's going on? Why are you calling me? Do you need anything? No. Didn't I ask you for help a week ago and you told me that shit was on me? And the niggas wanna act like they never said no shit like that and, oh, call me if you need anything. Fuck you. Fuck you. Like, this shit, what gets me mad is my mom used to be like, yo, I'm trying to protect you from that side of your family. Why the fuck did you have me with, like, I get I want to be born, but what the fuck, my nigga? Like, and then it'd be so, yo, this shit gets me so mad because there's no accountability nowhere, bro. Nowhere. My dad goes, oh, I remember with your mom and shit like that. And then this person be like, oh, I remember what you, like, yo, that shit pisses me off, bro. And it's like, every time niggas have conversations, like, you can tell how niggas care, like, oh my God, bro, you don't even understand, bro. Niggas are dead, tell you to your face, I don't fuck with you, bro. Niggas are dead, be like, yo, I could dead get you into the army, bro. Like today, right now, bro. Like, what? Did you not hear about niggas going? Did you not hear about niggas getting blown up? Did you not hear about them dropping bombs on niggas and then you gonna be like, oh, well, that is, who says this is gonna happen? What? I asked my nigga, do you even know what the fuck you're fighting for? No. So why the fuck am I going to war? What am I fighting? I don't even know what the fuck I'm fighting for. And the niggas will be lying to me talking about I'm fighting for this, I'm fighting for your rights and fighting, and it's over portals, and it's over territory, and it's over spirits and shit. Like, what the, you don't even know what the fuck you're fighting for. And then you want to talk about, and then over your experience of being in the war, I've been in 17, I didn't want to go, but I had to go because I don't have no kids. I don't have to go into nowhere. And these niggas was trying to get me to go into the army when I was fucking 15, my nigga. 15, bro. 15. I knew from then, I'm like, bro, that's my great grandmother passed away. I'm like, I know these niggas don't care about me, bro. So when my great grandmother passed away and shit like that, they thought I was crying because she passed away. No, nigga, I'm crying because I know that this family's going to shit. I know that y'all niggas don't give a fuck about me for real. Y'all don't give a fuck about my dad for real. They don't give a fuck, not for real. Y'all niggas don't give a fuck about us at all. My aunt used to wake me up by slapping me in the face, my nigga. I swear to fucking God. While waking me up by slapping me in the face and yanking the covers off of me, gang. I swear to God. And then when I didn't wake up, she'd be like, yo, I slapped the fuck out you. I don't know how you didn't wake up from that shit. Like, what? Like, what? Like, and these niggas are weird. Weirdos. Like, fucking weirdos. Like, if I told you, like, bro, you would be like, what? Like, what? And then people, and then when I be telling stories to be like, and this kind of got me mad, but then kind of got me like, eye-opening. It was this girl that I used to talk to, literally. When was this? I think it was when I first moved over here. No, when I first moved over here, but it was like a couple of months ago. It was this girl I was talking to. Was it in the summertime? No, it wasn't in the summertime because it was, I think it was like September, October, because that's when I was talking to this other girl too. I was talking to like 3 other girls at the same time. But back then I'm still like, why am I talking? And it had to be a lesson. And every single girl that I talked to is always a lesson. But this one, I didn't tell you about the other girl, and then I'll tell you about that later. But the girl, I was like I ran down on. I was just like, this was like too easy, and like found out she used to be she's a girl that lived next door, across the street from me. And I used to see her before, But nobody knows me because I'm not that nigga in the hood that's like, yeah, this is my dad or this is what I did and da da da. Because it's like you don't get no points for that. You just were. But she used to tell, like I used to tell like bits and pieces, not like total. You know what I'm saying? Like tell like verbatim what I was going through, but like little like oh yeah, like the basically when you tell somebody like you're being controlled, but not telling them, but you could tell when somebody's being controlled, right? You what she used to say is like, well, you allowed that shit to happen. I used to get mad like, bitch, what the fuck are you talking about? How the fuck did I allow somebody to? She's like, well, when I'm like, bitch, I'm not. I was like, one, I'm not you. Two, you're a fucking female. Like, females get treated way different than guys. Like, you're trying to say, you gotta give me advice, and then I started to think like, yeah, one, she's right. Two, like what you was talking about, you allowed them to do that. Facts, because I could have stayed ground because niggas is fucking idiots. If I would have if I knew, like I don't understand how I gave that up to thinking like these niggas was smart. Like I feel like I don't know, bro. And they made my dad seem like an idiot. And the reason why they made it do like is he got mad kids and he's not taking care of none of them, and it was just the same pattern. And then when stuff started to and that's what I realized about people about today. Like nothing that people say could be true. It's just when you hear shit enough, like the allegations that you hear about people and shit like that be coming out of the woodworks when people should be trying to control niggas and shit. It'd be like, what the fuck? So after a while, I was just like, damn, my dad do got a lot of kids. He don't work. It's like, man, this nigga is a bum. Like, when is he gonna da da da? And then, I'm only calling this nigga a bum is because your sisters, your aunts, your uncles, people that's related to you is calling you a bum. Why are your family members calling you a fucking bum? There's no, and this is what I started talking about. It started getting to me in 2020. Stop talking to me about my fucking pops, your brother, about being a bum. What is the sense of encouragement? None of y'all niggas encourage this nigga his whole life. And y'all wonder why he's the way he is. And my nigga, as soon as I said that, my aunt looked at me with what the fuck? So you know what we're doing. And we're gonna continue to do it. I swear to God. I swear to fucking God if I'm running for him, bro. This lady looked at me like, damn, this nigga knows what we're doing. And it's so crazy because right after that conversation I had with her, me and my aunt got into a altercation where I got arrested. And then right after we got arrested, then my aunt gonna sit there and be like, oh, and you wanna sit, my aunt that I got arrested with is gonna be like, oh, well, you wanna talk about your dad and this and that. And I'm like, nigga, me and you didn't have that conversation, but me and your sister did have that conversation. So that means right after that conversation that we had, you went to know the one to your little sister that everybody and his fucking family is scared of because y'all treated this bitch like a baby. And then now this bitch is 30 years old and don't know how to have a fucking conversation with anybody. And then she can start, what are you talking about? And starts whining like a fucking girl. Like, but it's because of the product that y'all gave this female. Now she grows up with no accountability. She grows up with not knowing how to speak to people. And it's so funny because before we got arrested, I started looking. You go to work every single day at the same time, or that's what you made it look like. And then right before we get arrested, you start not going. Like 2 weeks before you got arrested, you start not going to work at the same time. You start coming home, like, you know what I'm saying? And you start peeping shit. As soon as we get arrested, now you start doing like. I'm not nobody's fucking dad. I'm not nobody's mom, bro. You know. No, bro. And then people be trying to play it like, and it's crazy because when the females in the family lose their jobs, nobody's as vocal as it is when the guys lose the job in the family. Like, oh, see, they can't keep a job and they can't do this and they can't do that and they da 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 da. As soon as a female loses a job, and it's crazy that these females, they won't voice it. And it's crazy because the females in the family talk the most. But once somebody loses a job, nobody says nothing until they get another job. And it's like, wait, wasn't you just working here? Oh, yeah. But they want to make it seem like, oh, you haven't had a job in so long. But then when we don't have a job for so long, it's, oh, you're not doing nothing, you're not doing enough, and da 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 da. But, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, this shit is like, y'all niggas is fucking weird. And then you wonder why niggas got an attitude, and you wonder why niggas don't want to be around y'all niggas and shit. Shit like this is annoying, people don't want to be around y'all niggas. You wonder why. You wonder why this and that. Oh, Tyreek, how did you please give me advice on why this and why that? And I don't understand. And you're smart. What should I do? Sis, you're fucking 30, about to be 40. Why am I giving you advice on what you think you should do in life? Not saying like, but then you take the advice that I gave you and try to make it seem like you had this all along. Nobody like, and this is what I started. This is what and then when I started talking, people start getting defensive because they know it's true. Nobody was talking about a business before me. I don't give a fuck what my dad was talking about. I don't give a fuck what my aunt was talking about, my nigga. Until I started my YouTube channel and started getting the shit that I started, and I started this in 2016. Nobody was talking about nothing. Nobody was talking about nothing. Because everybody kept asking me, oh, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Like, tell the niggas, this is what I want to do. I'm going to turn my YouTube channel into my business. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Over sign. Now you got this person talking about some, oh, I want to start this and I want to start that. All of a sudden. But I don't say nothing. Because I'm not a fucking hater. I believe anybody can do anything. But when niggas don't have the resources or anything, then niggas want to start, wait, hold it. And niggas want to start doing all of the extra shit. Thank you. Like, bro. So when people, like, these niggas did not have no type of business ambition or nothing. As soon as I start giving these niggas advice about credit and LLCs and this, that, and the third, everybody all of a sudden is a fucking expert now. And it don't even help about the people that talk about it online, because now that everybody want to be like, oh yeah, now I follow this person. I've been following this person for so long. No, it wasn't. You saw me start talking about it. You saw me giving you the advice about it and shit like that. And then you started looking online to see if I was talking facts. Once you started seeing I was talking facts, now you're like, oh, let me follow this person because I don't want to make it look like Tyreek was giving me the advice, and let me write these notes down so it don't look like it came from him. It came from the person online. Like, that shit don't make no sense, bro. Like, no sense. Damn, look at that skyline. Woo! But anyway, that shit is just weird, bro, because niggas are dead not give you the credit of helping them start their shit. And it's crazy because my aunt the dead walks around with a fucking notebook, a composition notebook with all the information I've ever given to her. All he had was the designs of because she's an artist. So she drew out everything. But that's all she had in the book, bro, was designs. Once I start talking about the credit and shit, that's when niggas want to start writing. But this was so fucked up. I would have talks to her because she would be like, yo, I need help with da-da, da-da, woo-woo. But then they would come to her like, what would you do in this situation? And I break it down because I know I'm not a fucking idiot. This is why when niggas try to talk to me like I'm a fucking idiot, I'd be like, nigga, didn't y'all just come ask me for... Like, and it'd be so crazy, but... Tell niggas, I'm not a fucking idiot. So I break it down to them and I go... Do. My aunt would go, oh, da-da. Well, I would have did it similar, but I would have just did this, that, and the third. Literally rewording what I said and saying it back to me. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, yeah, done giving y'all niggas advice. This girl will go write down everything I said and just act like this girl had this for fucking years. And so the last conversation we had is like, oh, you want to act like you've been giving us advice and this, that, and the third? Blah, blah, blah. I had this shit for years. Why haven't you done anything with it? You've been doing this for years. All right. How much money have you made? Nothing. What have you started? Nothing. So you talking about you had this information for years and da-da-da. You don't know how to use none of the information. Why? I wonder why. Like, but niggas don't want to talk about shit like that, bro. And then you talking about, and I'm like, this is how I know y'all niggas is fucking idiots. Like, and this is so fucking crazy because this is how I know my aunts are not supposed to be, they're not supposed to be in business together. Because and this is how I know you're scared of your little sister. Because if I go, why y'all niggas didn't start the business? Y'all have all the, my nigga, oh my God, this is what gets me so pissed off. Since 2020, these niggas had every single fucking connection handed to them. Like, you got somebody to print your clothes. You have somebody to design something. You have somebody for every single thing that you need. And just because you have it, you do nothing with it. What? You have all the resources in the fucking world to get your business off the ground and you do nothing? And then it's niggas like me that have to really work fucking weeks on weeks on weeks to just get a check to, like, oh my goodness, bro. And then I gotta do all the work myself. Y'all niggas get help. You got niggas saying, yo, I'm gonna help you. You got niggas saying, yo, bro, let's work. Yes, niggas that just wanna, you know what I'm saying? But it's still, niggas is still gonna help you. You don't got no girl saying, yo, I'll suck your dick and I'll, you know what I'm saying? No. Like, y'all niggas is crazy, bro. Like, crazy, bro. And then y'all wanna be like, when niggas getting kicked out, y'all wanna be like, oh, bro, move in silence. Not everybody's supposed to know what you're doing, and this, that, and the third. Nigga, the only person I tell is you guys. And that's another reason how I knew that nigga, because they wanted me to win in the first place. The only thing I'm telling y'all telling me to move in silence, don't tell nobody what you're doing. Nigga, we're fucking family. What are you talking about? That's the most dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. Stop, don't tell your family what you're doing? But the whole time niggas is telling me niggas don't fuck with me and niggas don't. Oh, that's why niggas is fucking. Damn. The whole time you thinking niggas really got your whole. No. Niggas don't fuck with you for real. Niggas don't give a fuck about you. God damn. It's about to be over too. But this shit hurts, bro. That's why, and I'm like, damn. That's why when I be like, I could have been where I needed to be. But I was still holding on to this fucking family fucking fiasco. This dream. God knows my heart, bro. Like, what I really want. Bro, like, I don't want to, like, I do want to do this, but I'm only doing this because this is the second option. It was always the first option, but the first option was family for real. Niggas don't understand. If you don't have family, you don't have nothing. We have nothing. If we don't have our family, we have nothing. Nobody pays attention to when people get famous and they get da-da-da on why people are distanced from their family. It's because the parents thought that they was doing the right thing. No thing on the parent, but like, it's always been, do what I say and don't question me. Do as I say, don't question me. Don't say nothing. No, I want you to move as fast as I want. I want you to jump. All I want you to be is how high. And then when kids get older, they be like, what? The fuck you mean jumping how high? But then as the kid, we're wrong to be like, nah, you jump and ask me how high. Now we disrespectful. You're not supposed to talk to your parents like that. But it's all right for you to tell me I could do, like, and then you're gonna be like, stay in a child's place. No, it's respect, my nigga. If you're gonna respect me, if you want me to respect you, you're gonna respect me. And the nigga's gonna think like that's being belligerent or being, it's respect, my nigga. You're gonna be like, oh, that only happens with white kids, and nigga, what? Why are we labeling respect on being white or black? Are you crazy? Respect is respect. Like, what? And my first experience of somebody being respected is a black family. And not even mine. And it's not even, they're like, oh, nah, we don't, there's not only one person in here that washes dishes, everybody in here washes dishes. I wash the dishes, you? The The mom, the dad, you wash dishes? Yeah, what the fuck? We actually wash dishes more than, you know what I'm saying? You start looking like, why you don't say like, yo, can y'all, well, everybody here washes dishes. It's not though, and you're like, what the fuck? And it's not even about that, bro, because I don't want people to be like, I got a problem with, no, bro, it's respect. And if you would have known that I was the only nigga ever doing that shit, you would understand. I don't have no problem doing that. It was just a voicing option. If I'm the only person in the crib that quote unquote is on punishment is not taking all 5 kids' chores and doing it on your own, my nigga. While everybody's sitting in the living room, bullshitting and doing whatever. That's not punishment, bro. Yeah, punishment, you sit in your room, you don't do nothing. Yeah, you get chores from here and there, but bro, with 5 other kids, you're taking everybody's chores and on top of yours, and nobody's helping you, nobody's doing none of that. And then every time you got a problem with it, you getting months and months and months added onto your shit. Mind you, you was on punishment since early June when niggas was getting out of school. And they're talking about you're gonna be on punishment until you go back to school. Are you fucking crazy? Like, and niggas really thought I was bugging. Niggas thought I was lying. No, this is real life. This is documented. Like real shit. It's fucking freezing, my nigga. God damn. Come on, bro. Pay attention.
Sit down.
Oh my God, bro. Shit like this. Every time I get on here, I be like, damn, I'm not gonna talk for that long. When I start yapping, bro, some shit just be like, I start talking about one thing and just lead me into a whole. I just getting here to cool down because it's cold outside, and I'm kind of like getting hot. Or that on top of waiting for the train because I want to see when the train is. Hopefully I can see it. Shit says 10 minutes, bro. It's I just get tired of this shit. Like when you hear a little bit about when people be like, oh, it's that little thing upset you, bro. You don't understand, bro. I get PTSD from niggas trying to play with me from a long time ago. I just hate when people try to play with me, bro. That shit's annoying. And when people do it on purpose, knowing what you went through and what you came from and what you're trying to achieve, and on top of doing shit on purpose, it's just like, bro, that's how you, like, shit like that, bro. And niggas will never understand that because niggas never went through that. For niggas to understand that, they really have to go through that and be like, now I understand. But people just want to sound good and be like, yo, bro, I understand. When you don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. Shit like that gets me annoyed too, because you want to relate so bad and don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. You know what I mean?
Just like yeah,
Sound like I'm gonna catch him. I'm gonna end it when I go in the train station. I just don't know what I'm gonna eat though. I was gonna get a salad, but then that's another $10 that I don't want to spend. I'm not trying to spend a little more bread, unless it's like sun over here.
nobody fucking with you, man. I ain't gonna lie, nigga. That shit beautiful, nigga. That shit already 7 pounds. How much he weigh? My shit was 60, 62 in the summer. Slim down to 55, 50. Like 80 up there.
Yeah, you got an air fryer?
Up there. I ain't gonna lie.
You got an air fryer or no? You got an air fryer or no, man?
Faded or not? Huh? You got kids, no?
I ain't cutting board. I ain't cutting his board though.
Yeah.
I ain't doing that.
Good shit, man.
Oh shit. Look.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. I was gonna get a sandwich, but nah. Let me get this.
I need this.
Yeah, I'll get this. Matter of fact, yeah, let me get a lightsaber.
Are you said that thing, no tomatoes, right?
Yeah.
You drop it?
Oh shit, I put that other one, but you can get that one, alright?
We ate that, she left. I need mommies. Check this out.
You got Mambas? You got Mambas? Yeah. Oh, alright, so yeah, that's just
Thank you.
yeah, appreciate it.
Okay?
Just need to see how much time I got. 6 minutes to do my stuff together. Yeah, I'm hungry, but I'm not hungry. I'm not that hungry.
What's up?
I have 2 cigarettes.
Matter of fact, these shits is 50 cents. Damn, these shits are small. You don't got no bigger ones than these? No? The Chewies? These shits is 50 cents, bro. These shits is 50 cents. These shits would be a fucking quarter, bro. These shits is small as hell. So I'm about to pay $2 for this. Huh? Nah, you just said it was 50 cents. How was it 75 cents? You see what I be saying, bro? You see what I be saying, bro? Like, niggas be doing bullshit for no reason, gang. Bullshit. He just said this shit was 50 cents. I would only hold up the Chewy shit. Like, niggas just be lying out their teeth, bro. That shit is sad. Oh, damn, bro. Appreciate you. Oh, 5 minutes on this shit. This shit is insane, bro. This shit is an hour, bro. This shit is an hour back to the joint. 4 minutes. And this is every day. And, that's another thing, bro. I have an electric shaver, bro. They talking about it's considered a weapon. You can't bring that shit inside of the drink. So I gotta look like this. And they talking about, yo, we can provide you a little nigga. What? I paid $100 for that shit. You talking about I gotta throw it away? I bought a fingernail clipper. They talking about the little thing that's inside that cleans it, the black shit out your nails. That's considered a weapon. You can't bring that shit in there neither. You can't bring gum inside of the shelter. Are you fucking crazy? You can't bring candy, nothing. And it's like, bro, what? And you can't record without permission from them. Are you stupid? Are you fucking stupid? And then they have you sign away your whole life. And I'd be like, bro, I'm not signing that. Did you refuse to sign? Yes. The fuck? What you talking about? I refuse to sign mad shit in there, bro. And it was talking about recording, talking about privacy and all of that other shit. Yeah, bro. So if that shit is signed, I'm suing the fuck out of these niggas, bro. That shit is just insane. So now I got 3 minutes to wait. And then that shit gonna take an hour to get to, or even more than an hour. Oh, and they're not even talking about that because I don't think this is stopping at my stop. So I gotta get off. I don't even know where I gotta get off, and then I gotta walk. It is fucking cold. And niggas is not doing this until Monday. So this is gonna be like this until Monday. And I work tomorrow, and I work Sunday, and I work Monday. This is crazy, bro. I wish I could show y'all that thing, but I don't know. I'm not even gonna be live enough. Live. As soon as I get the train come, I'm ending this shit. I'm not gonna start this until I don't even know. But this shit is crazy, my nigga. I don't like complaining. And don't get me wrong with self-reflecting with complaining. I wanted to let y'all know that too. Just me expressing about how I'm feeling and what I'm going through is not complaining. It's just letting y'all know what I'm going through and a note for me to change my current situation. And that it's never gonna be permanent. It's only gonna be temporary. And how I take what I'm going through and change it is depending on how my future's gonna be. So I can sit there and be complacent. I can sit here and complain and allow, or thinking that everybody's out to get me, or I could just be like, this is a life lesson. I can change where I'm at. It's not permanent. And I'm saying that life would be so much better, and it can be. You just have to change your mindset. Don't let people box you into something that you know you can get out of. With that being said, I have 1 more minute left. I just need to figure out how I'm about to get back to the actual crib. Let me see. Hopefully I can show y'all that this is not gonna stop, because it says after 10:30. It is not gonna stop on my stop. And I get off at 12. So yeah. Yeah. And here comes the train as we speak. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's still. This is about to take an entire hour to get back to the shelter. Wait till I get on the train to even open. I'm over here trying to be a fat ass and trying to open it now. It's pretty packed. Shit is definitely packed.
This is Queensbound at Local Train. The next stop is Serenity Street, Essex Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
I didn't mean to say nothing about my stop. There it is. I'll catch y'all later. I don't say nothing about my stop. I don't think it's stopping on my stop. Well, no, it is stopping on my stop. I just don't think tomorrow. I'm gonna catch y'all later. Whoever said what's up, I said what's up. What's good? I'm out of here though.